Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Headbangers Closet. Hope everyone's doing well and enjoying your weekend. Super hot down here in Georgia. It is camo cargo shorts and metal t-shirt time of the year. My time to shine. But this video is just going to be me talking about a couple of records that had birthdays this week. 3 albums I love. And I've talked about them all before, but hey, they celebrated birthdays, so let's break them out again, talk about them, and maybe it'll kind of inspire you guys to give them a spin. So first things first, in order, the one that came out first of this week is Sepultura's Beneath the Remains. Now that I hit record and I'm talking stupid, I don't remember the date, but awesome album, one of my favorite thrash metal records of all time, my favorite Sepultura album, and it has my favorite Sepultura song on it, Mass Hypnosis. Absolutely love that tune. But this is my Roadrunner reissue. It's on orange vinyl, 2 LP set. The first LP is the album, and I mentioned one of my favorite thrash metal albums of all time. It definitely gets in the top 10. Side A is, oh my goodness, it's absolutely amazing. Side A's Beneath the Remains, the title track, Inner Self, Stronger Than Hate, and Mass Hypnosis on Side A. I mean, come on. Does it get better than that on any side A in heavy metal? I'm sure there's a bunch of them that you guys can mention, and I can as well, but absolutely amazing. And then the second LP is just basically some live tracks, bonus tunes, demos, instrumental songs. Beneath the Remains, the Inner Self instrumentals, Stronger Than Hate instrumental. You got Troops of Doom, the cover tune live September 22nd, 89. Slaves of Pain instrumental. So basically just, some bonus track demos on this gatefold reissue from Roadrunner, but absolutely amazing. Love Sepultura. I've said it on this channel before. I'm a fan of the first 5, all the way up through Arise. I like Chaos AD, and Roots is okay, but I don't love them. I kind of think that they went away from the sound that I really liked when they came with Chaos AD. I own those records, but just not a big fan of them. I don't really listen to them. I might, if it's on like Sepultura Shuffle, I might listen to it, but I don't go to those records hardly ever. In fact, I think it's been years since I've listened to either one of them. But the first 5, amazing. This is my favorite one. Like I said, one of the best thrash albums of all time. Beneath the Remains, absolutely love it. I know that Igor and Max are kind of working through the catalog, redoing the albums, the classic Sepultura albums, and they're up to this one. I haven't heard anything, but really, really hoping that they do this one and then reissue it. I know that they also played it in its entirety live. Unfortunately, I missed that show. I miss them every time they come around here. Whether they cancel the tour for tornadoes or I forgot what the reason was on the last one. I just can't make seeing them, and it sucks because I love those guys, want to hear the albums, but really looking forward to hoping that they redo this one and then play it in its entirety again. And then the next one that came out this week is Slayer's Hell Awaits. Great record. Not my favorite Slayer album, but still an amazing album. Hell Awaits, the title track, At Dawn They Sleep, one of my all-time favorite Slayer tunes. Love the lyrics of that song. Love to sing it. Apparition from the Pits of Hell. I just love that stuff. Praise of Death, Necrophiliac, Crypts of Eternity, Hardening of the Arteries. Just great album overall. Of course, I think Show No Mercy is better, and then after this you get Rain and Blood, so it kind of gets sandwiched between 2 really, really good records, kind of somewhat forgotten about, but I do like the fact that they play a handful of songs off this record live, almost every show, so they still dig the album. This is my Metal Blade Records reissue that came out a couple of years ago, orange and black, pretty sharp looking vinyl. And speaking of reissues and anniversaries, so I don't know, what was it, freaking 6 months ago, I saw on Facebook or something the link that Metal Blades was not reissuing, but putting out a Hell Awaits anniversary box set. So I pre-ordered it. It should be here in May. And if it's anything like the Show No Mercy box set, which was really, really good, I know I'm going to be super happy. So really excited to get that in, open it up and show you guys what's all in that box set. But Metal Blade Records does it really, really good when it comes to reissuing special anniversary albums. So then the last record that's got an anniversary birthday this week, it's today, and it's Iron Maiden's Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Amazing record. Much like Hell Awaits, I kind of feel that this one gets forgotten about in the Iron Maiden discography. Great record. I know everybody loves it, but I think if you were to ask people like what their top 4 or 5 Iron Maiden albums are, this wouldn't make very many people's list. And, probably wouldn't make mine either, but I think it's a great record. All killer, no filler. I can remember when it came out, looking at the album cover, looking inside the stomach at the guy trying to get out. I thought it was like a baby trying to get out. And then on the back, the tortured souls, ice statues there, just really, really cool album cover. Kind of drew me right in at the record store when this thing came out in '88. Really, really cool record. Definitely listen to every song on this album when it comes on. If I'm listening to Shuffle, don't go to the album that much to listen to it front to back in its entirety, but I do love all the songs. And I kind of have a feeling, or I don't know what the wording is I'm looking for, but that this fact that this came out today, the last couple of days, I've been searching for hours on my phone every night, from Thursday night and Friday night, and then today, Saturday, this morning, I spent like 2 hours on my phone looking. So this album, this tour, the seventh tour of a seventh tour, 1988, there's so many bootlegs from this tour, and 90% of them are like a spoof on this album cover, with the frozen background and the water and the blue album cover. The one in America is like Eddie as a firefighter holding an axe. There's one in Toronto, it's like Eddie holding the Canadian flag. There's a couple, there's like Argentina, and it's just Eddie coming out, like just putting his hands out. Then there's a bunch of them. There's so many of them. And I've been trying to find this one from Sweden. It's basically a like Viking Eddie, holding like an axe up like this, ready to come down. And it's got an obi on the side. And on this side, there's a Record Store Day hype sticker from, I think, like 2018, but it's a fake hype sticker. I've done the research on it. It's a fake hype sticker. The record label that's putting all of these out is called Heavy Metal Heroes Records. They're out of Japan, but they sell all their stuff in Europe, where bootlegs are legal. And here in America, they're not. I know you can find them, but I'm having a lot of trouble finding any of these. A couple of online record stores that do like online sales have had them, but I haven't been able to pull the trigger. And the one that had the Viking one from Sweden on Thursday, it went for $150. I was like, I just can't pay that right now. That auction site, everything they auction off goes for way higher than it should. I was able to find one of these on the internet that it was sold out, but they were selling it for 60 euros, which I think is 75 bucks US. So the one Thursday went for the auction site was 150, which is more than double, or about double what the 75 US that the site was having. So if anybody knows where I can get any of these bootlegs, I know a couple of you guys that are watching this have them. Vance has one. Actually, dude, you have two, because you showed me the picture of one, and then one of them was on one of your videos in the background. So you have two of them that I'm talking about. We talked about this on text the other day, and I know a bunch of you guys have a few of these. I have no idea where anyone's getting them. If anybody's in the UK or Europe and knows where I can get some of these, let me know. But just kind of go back over it. It's a spoof on this album cover. And mainly looking for the Sweden one, but I'll take any of the other ones because I just really, really want some of these albums. I've been really into buying bootlegs lately, so I definitely want to add some really cool Iron Maiden to the collection. There are so many Iron Maiden bootlegs that have absolutely 10 out of 10 the coolest album artwork for the bootleg. So I kind of thought it was like fate, maybe, that this album was celebrating its anniversary today. So I've rambled a little bit too long on these albums. Love all three. Happy anniversary to all three. So if you want to talk about any of them in the comments, let me know. Feel free to comment. Love talking about this stuff with you guys. So anyway, appreciate all you guys checking out the channel. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll have another video for you guys very soon. Cheers, everybody.